That's not a knife. That's a knife. Welcome back, everybody. Faithful EDC here with you today. Today we've got the Ketuo or Ketuo. Not sure 100% how to say it, but the Soulstone. Let's check this box out here. We got the KT Soulstone TAC B. We've got 6AL TAC 4V titanium handle, M390 blade steel, and Kevin Tool as the designer. Inside it comes with a nice velvety pouch. It does appear whoever's knife this is swapped out the factory bearings for a set of skiff bearings. Not 100% sure what it felt like from the factory, but this opening and closing with these bearings are buttery smooth, and even though this is a massive knife, feels really smooth. You got a Ketuo sticker and a microfiber cloth, and that's what you guys get inside the box whenever you order one, minus the skiff bearings. Those will have to be purchased separately. To me, this looks like the Batarang, like the Batman, Batwing, whatever it's called, the Batarang. Yeah, looks really cool. It is a massive knife, super wide. Let's get here. Let's get my measurements out here. So just the scales in width is 1989 millimeter, over 3/4 of an inch just in the scales. That doesn't include the pocket clip. So there you go, 0.96 is with the pocket clip, so almost an inch wide with the pocket clip. You have a huge, massive blade stock, almost a 1/4 inch blade stock here, 0.235. And then, of course, you've got a nice high flat grind on this guy, right behind that edge, all the way down to 0.024 of an inch and 0.62 millimeters. So they do a great job of turning such a thick blade into a super thin, slicey guy. I think this would benefit from a hollow grind with it being such a thick blade, but they have a flat grind on it, so it works in and of itself. Let's start here from the back. You do have a lanyard hole with this massive back spacer. Can't find what material that's made out of. I would say that is titanium as well. 6AL 4V titanium back spacer, PVD coated black. Probably a titanium pocket clip, milled titanium pocket clip. Has to be attached. Yeah, there it is. The pocket clip is attached from inside of the handle because there is no screws from the outside. I really like when they do that. Hide those screws, makes it look really sharp. You've got T8 hardware here to hold the back spacer in, and a T10 on the pivot. And of course, we went over that somebody has swapped, the owner of this knife has swapped for a skiff bearing. If I had my guess, that would be Mr. Lefty EDC. I've got his sticker up here, Mr. Lefty EDC. Probably swapped those bearings out for a set of skiff bearings. He seems to skiff swap everything, so I'm not mad at it. I quite enjoy it with how it feels. You have a front roll. This is a big enough knife and has enough meat that I can hold on to it, so I can get that front roll on this guy. Like I said, it feels like it's the Batarang or whatever it's called, the Batman knife, or the little, I don't remember what it is. It's been such a long time since I've watched Batman, so, but it just reminds me of that bat shape there. You do have a nice location for your thumb here. No jimping in that area. Feels great here in the palm, and then this cutout feels really good back here on the back pad of my hand. Gives me really good purchase on it, and of course, being an inch wide with the pocket clip, almost an inch wide, and it feels like feels so great in the hand, super comfortable. Not like I'm trying to find a grip, right? So if you get this one's not one, but if you get a smaller knife, you're trying to find which grip, right? So does that work? Does that work? You know, how are you going to hold it? Do you need to choke up on it? Do you need to not choke up on it on a thinner knife? This one here, you put it in your hand and it fits. At least for my hand, it fits really, really well. You do also have, I said, the flipper or the front roll. You do also have a choil here, or finger groove. I'm not 100% sure what to call that, nail nick, or somebody told me before what those are called, and I've forgotten. I do apologize. Somebody in this video will help me out with whatever this guy is called. Finger groove, whatever it's called, for flipping or for reverse flicking. So it does reverse flick quite well. You have to have a lot of power in that middle finger. You feel it all the way up in your elbow when you're trying to get that to go, but you can reverse flick that guy. It is a big, heavy chunker of a blade. If this was mine, I would really like to know, really like to take this apart and find out how much just the blade weighs. Compare it to even the Paramilitary 2. Take these blades out and find exactly how much the blade weighs compared to another knife, because I guarantee you this blade is super heavy. We said high flat grind, so you've got your sharpening choil down here and a high flat grind that rolls over the edge there. You do have a set of jimping up here, so if you do have those hard use tasks, your thumb up here on this jimping here, it does work. It does feel good. The top necessarily is not jimped, but the grooves on the side actually do grab your finger quite well, including mine with as worn out, calloused, and like burnt my thumbs are from all the paracording I do. I do still get really good grip, even though there is no choil on the jimping on the chop. There's those jimpings on the side, and it does work quite well. If you do need to get into some fine detail work, that's about as far as I can go. I really can't. I can't get out here unless I have hardly anything on the handle there. As you can see, I've got 2 fingers and the thumb pad there to get all the way out. So this little ramp right here would be great for your detail work, your fine, intricate work. Granted, you're not going to use a 9-10 ounce knife for detail work possibly, but you never know. You might run into an issue where you need to do some detail work while you're carrying a 10 ounce knife. Yeah, really cool. Really cool overall, massive knife. Let's get some size comparisons here. We have our number 2 pencil and our Sharpie, as per usual. Let's see here. Sharpie, number 2 pencil. Your Soulstone. We'll get this Paramilitary 2 out. This thing will dwarf the Paramilitary 2. There you go. You are a whole Sharpie. So this Sharpie is exactly the same length as this Soulstone is closed. And then if we open this guy, there we go. As you see, it takes quite a bit of effort to get that guy open. You are dwarfing this Paramilitary 2 when it's closed, and you're still beating that Paramilitary 2 when it is open by about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. So I did bring out some other knives here. Sorry, I shouldn't put that up there. I did bring some other knives out here. One of them you haven't seen on my channel yet, but I'm going to bring it out anyways. It'll be a little sneak peek of knives to come, because it is coming up on our review cycle. We've got the Mannix 2XL. It's almost exactly the same. We have the Tenable Bomber. This has been on my channel in the past. Go back and check out the video on that. That is a super fun knife there. And then the one that's not been on my channel quite yet is this Canset Bison. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Bison, the Canset Bison. And there you see that the Bison is actually beating the Soulstone there. Let's get these guys individually marked up. Let's go opened on these guys here, and let's do size comparison of these all open. So here you go. Your Manix 2 is a little bit longer than the Soulstone there, but not by much, maybe 1/8 of an inch. The Manix 2 XL has got the Soulstone beat. The Tenable Bomber here, this guy here is a thick blade as well. The Soulstone beats it. You've got pretty close to the same grip length, but the Soulstone has a much bigger blade. I don't know about on thickness. It's pretty close on thickness of the blade, but on length, it does beat it. And then, of course, this Bison, which y'all haven't seen yet, is, I do believe, beats it. Yeah, it beats it by at least 5/8 of an inch. So this one here has been a fun one to start playing with since I've gotten it in. But this Soulstone is not as long as the Bison, but it is much heftier of a overall thickness, much heftier blade steel. Sorry, I guess I should bring that up here to where you can see it. So much thicker, thicker this way than the Bison, and much thicker blade steel. But we'll put that one off to the side since that one's still not out or still not been on the channel. Let's do some measurements here. Closed length here, 5 1/4 of an inch from very front to very back. 5 1/4. That is with that front roll flipper thing. Sharpened edge is 3 7/8, and I believe you're at 3 7/8 for the overall sharpened, and just a hair under 3 7/8 for overall blade length. And then you're looking at 8 15/16, almost 9 inches long for the knife. And now we get to check out the weight of this guy. I've been saying 9 to 10 ounces. Not 100% sure. It has to be. I don't see how it can't be. I just want to double check on the Bomber here what this one was. Yeah, that was almost 8 ounces, and this one is definitely heavier. So, well, it's not as much as I was thinking. So 8.67 ounces, and yeah, 8.6 ounces. Just under 9 ounces there for this knife. Definitely feels much heavier than that. The pocket clip does work on ball shorts, does work on khaki shorts. Definitely don't use it with ball shorts because your pants are going to fall down. Probably definitely should have a belt, maybe even possibly some suspenders with it, because it is absolutely massive. Pretty cool knife overall. $385 currently. Says they're available on the Ketuo website for $385. That's what I got for you guys today. Super cool knife here. Much bigger, much thicker, heavier than I was expecting it to be. Had no clue that it was going to be that wide of or thick of a knife. But thank you all for taking the time out of your day. Check this video out. If you guys need any kind of Olight flashlights or anything from Olight, any Atwood rope manufacturing, paracord, HX Outdoors, SRM, Concept or Tenable, or if you're looking for a Spyderco, Microtech, any kind of USA made knife, tactile turn, pins, tactile knife company, visit my buddy Lone Star Knife and Supply. I have a Beacons link in the top of my description. Check that out and you'll find Lone Star in there. Use that link. That'll go to help not only him, but it will help my channel as well. Show your support using that link through my video. That's what I got for you guys today. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, and commenting on all of the videos. Really do appreciate the interaction with y'all. And that's what I got for y'all today. Thank you much. Y'all take care of yourselves, and God bless.